This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
6:53 is your time. We're getting you ready for your Monday here in the morning sprint. Olivia Roberts has new information about a cyber attack on a major gas pipeline, and Destiny Richards helping you get organized on this National Clean Up Your Room Day. First to Mark Peterson with some mild temperatures for the start of our work week.
Oh, good morning, everybody. As we take a look at the First Alert weather, and again, available in the App Store, absolutely free. All right, so your school bus forecast. That's bus going to arrive. Kids are going to be out there, going to be around 49 degrees, so light layers for them, getting ready. As we look at that 24-hour forecast, we're not going to see anything other than mountain showers coming through the next 24 hours. Will remain dry in Spokane. And again, those mountains into Montana with some scattered rain showers expected.
All right, some breaking news this morning. The Biden administration just announcing the U.S. will protect gay and transgender people against sex discrimination in health care. It's an action that reverses a Trump-era policy. The Trump administration had defined sex to mean gender assigned at birth, excluding transgender people from the law's umbrella of protection. And more breaking news this morning. The Biden administration formally launching a task force today to ensure scientific decisions are free from political influence as part of an effort to ensure evidence-based policymaking. Earlier this year, a review of the CDC's COVID-19 guidance found that some of the agency's guidance during the Trump administration was not grounded in science or free from undue influence. Here in Washington, the number of people vaccinated against COVID-19 continues to rise at a pretty promising rate. Nearly half of the population has received at least one dose of the vaccine, and more than 36% have completed both of their shots. Across the border in Idaho, still a bit of a different story. Only 35% of Idahoans have received one dose of the shot, and just under 30% of the state is fully vaccinated. Hey, some special vaccine coverage we're working on for you later this week here on 4 News Now. Thursday is Vaccine Day. We'll dedicate time to answering your questions about the vaccine, especially if you're hesitant about getting one. We'll have an expert answering your questions live, and make sure you know where and when you can get your shot. That is all day this Thursday, May 13th, right here on 4 News Now.
Well, some new information this morning about a cyber attack targeting one of the nation's largest pipelines. If the shutdown continues, experts warn we could soon see average gas prices spike to more than $3 per gallon for the first time since 2014. The Colonial Pipeline supplies 45% of fuel to the East Coast. Its 5,500-mile network carries gas, diesel, and jet fuel from Texas to New Jersey. The company paused all operations as a proactive measure Friday following the attack. Some smaller terminals of the pipeline are now running again, but overnight gas futures jumping more than 3% to $2.22 a gallon. That's the highest since May of 2018. Federal officials say an Eastern European criminal organization appears to be responsible. According to multiple reports, that group is known as DarkSide, which operates mostly out of Russia.
Well, major crimes detectives arrested the second suspect in the murder of a 15-year-old in Spokane Valley in late March. On Thursday, deputies identified and arrested 19-year-old Stephen Yoler here in Spokane for first-degree murder. Detectives learned the second suspect, a 15-year-old girl, was found at a house in Sparks, Nevada. Sparks police arrested her and will be extraditing her back to Spokane, where she'll face a first-degree murder charge as well. Yoler and that 17-year-old girl are accused of shooting a 15-year-old to death at the Village Apartments in Spokane Valley on March 29th. Police are investigating a possible motive in a shooting that left 7 people dead, including the gunman. Police say a man opened fire at a birthday party in a Colorado Springs mobile home park, killing 6 adults before shooting himself yesterday. Officers arrived at a trailer to find 6 dead adults and a man with serious injuries who died later at a hospital. The suspected shooter was the boyfriend of a female victim at the party.
This morning, we've been learning from Angela Johnstone with Silver Lining Tiding Artists. She is specialized in the KonMari method, and we've been learning about that special way of cleaning up your space. But we learned a couple of takeaways. There are 4 takeaways: having a goal, working in categories, working in subdivisions of those categories, and not being afraid to organize every space. Go to KXLY.com for more info.
All right, Destiny, thanks so much. Coming up next on Good Morning America, an ABC News exclusive story about a New York police officer caught on camera carrying a 4-year-old girl who'd been shot in Times Square to safety. While we're sitting